Welcome back to Pocket Change Coins. Love hidden coin treasures? First, we're revealing coins that could be worth much more than you think. New here? Like, subscribe, and let's dive in. We're taking a closer look at the United States presidential $1 coin from the year 2000. What makes this coin so special, and how much could it be worth? Stick with me until the end of the video, and I promise you'll be amazed by what you might have in your collection. The presidential $1 coin series was introduced by the US Mint in 2007, but did you know that the coins actually began being produced in 2000? That's right. The coin we're discussing today, the 2000 presidential $1 coin, is actually part of a multi-year series meant to honor the presidents of the United States. This coin features the likeness of George Washington, the very first president, and was released as the first coin in a set that would eventually honor all U.S. presidents in order of their presidencies. This 2000 presidential coin is one of the first in what would become a popular, yet underappreciated series. While many collectors were initially skeptical about these coins, they've gained a new level of recognition over time. The coin was minted in Philadelphia, as indicated by the mint mark, and while the design may seem simple, it holds deep historical significance. On the obverse side of the 2000 presidential dollar coin, you'll find the portrait of George Washington, a design that was based on a famous sculpture by Jean-Antoine Houdon, one of the most respected sculptors of the era. The reverse side features a bold image of the Statue of Liberty, one of the most iconic symbols of freedom and democracy in the United States. The combination of these two designs ties the coin directly to American history and heritage. Now, you might be asking, what makes the 2000 presidential $1 coin worth anything more than its face value? Well, it's not just about the history or the design, it's about rarity and condition. As with most coins, the value of the 2000 coin depends on how many of them were produced, how many have been preserved in good condition, and whether any unique features or errors were present during the minting process. The 2000 presidential dollar coin was produced in large numbers, but the fact is that many of them were widely circulated and have seen quite a bit of wear over the years. Coins that have been used in daily transactions are likely to have visible scratches, discoloration, and signs of heavy circulation. However, coins that were kept in excellent, uncirculated condition are far rarer and thus much more valuable. If you happen to come across a 2000 coin that is free from any noticeable damage and retains its original mint luster, it could be worth far more than its face value, but there's more. As many collectors know, one of the things that can drive a coin's value sky high is the presence of minting errors. For example, some 2000 presidential dollar coins were struck with off-center designs, double strikes, or even unusual die cracks. These types of minting mistakes are highly prized by collectors because they make the coin unique. Imagine stumbling upon a 2000 presidential dollar coin that's been struck with a double die, meaning the design has been imprinted twice, causing the portrait of George Washington to appear blurry or doubled. That would be a rare and exciting find, and it could drastically increase the coin's worth. Another interesting thing to consider is the fact that the US Mint made significant efforts to make the presidential dollar coins collectible by adding a special edge inscription. The edge of each coin has the words E pluribus unum, in God we trust, and the year of minting, making the coin stand out from other US coins. This edge inscription is unique to the presidential dollar coin series and adds a distinct touch to each piece. Now, here's the exciting part: the value of the 2000 presidential $1 coin. While the coin in average circulated condition might only be worth a couple of dollars, if you have an uncirculated version or, better yet, a coin with a minting error, you're in luck. Coins with exceptional condition and rare errors have been known to fetch astronomical prices among collectors. Are you ready for the jaw-dropping figure? If you happen to possess a 2000 presidential dollar coin in excellent, uncirculated condition, or, even better, a rare minting error version, you could be looking at a potential value of $50,000. Yes, you heard that correctly, $50,000 for a coin that was originally worth just $1. The value of coins like this has been steadily rising as collectors and numismatists recognize the rarity and unique features of these pieces. As the years go by, fewer of these coins remain in pristine condition, and those that do are becoming more sought after by investors and collectors alike. So, what should you do if you think you have a 2000p presidential dollar coin in your collection? The first step is to closely examine it for any wear or damage. If the coin looks like it's been sitting in a drawer or a safe for years without being touched, there's a good chance it's in mint or near mint condition. Next, consider sending it to a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC to get an official grade. Grading is essential for determining the true value of the coin in the marketplace. Once you have a grade, you'll have a clearer understanding of how much it's worth. If you happen to spot a minting error, you may want to do a little more research to see how rare it is and consult with a professional numismatist. Rare errors can significantly increase the value of the coin, sometimes pushing it into the realm of thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars. To wrap things up, the 2000p presidential $1 coin is more than just a piece of US currency, it's a potential hidden treasure. Whether you have one in uncirculated condition or one with a minting error, this coin could be worth far more than its original value. Keep your eyes peeled, check your collections, and who knows, you might just have a valuable gem in your possession. Second rare coin, we're diving into the world of rare coins, and not just any coins, but a very special one, the United States Presidential Gold $1 coin, 6th President, 2008p. That's right, this coin is part of the renowned presidential dollar coin series, but it's got some unique qualities that make it stand out from the rest. Now, you might be asking yourself, what makes this particular coin so valuable? To understand that, let's take a step back in time. The United States Mint began issuing presidential dollar coins in 2007, with the aim of honoring each of the nation's presidents in the order they served. By 2008, the Mint had already released coins for Presidents George Washington, John Adams, and Thomas Jefferson, and was moving on to the 6th President, John Quincy Adams. But here's where it gets interesting. The coin we're focusing on today is the 2008p presidential gold $1 coin that honors John Quincy Adams, the 6th President of the United States. Adams was a man of great significance in American history. He served as president from 1825 to 1829 and played an influential role in shaping the country's foreign policy, particularly with his stance on expansionism and diplomacy. He also had an interesting political career beyond his presidency, serving as a congressman after his time in the White House. So, in many ways, this coin encapsulates a pivotal period in U.S. history. When you hold this coin in your hand, you're not just holding a piece of currency, you're holding a tiny slice of American heritage. The design of the 2008p presidential $1 coin is rich with historical symbolism. On the obverse side of the coin, you'll find the portrait of John Quincy Adams, sculpted with incredible detail. His likeness was taken from a famous 1825 painting by artist John Vanderlyn. The image portrays Adams with a sense of dignity, capturing his strong character and leadership qualities. On the reverse side, you'll see the iconic Statue of Liberty. This design has become the hallmark of the presidential dollar series and serves as a reminder of the enduring principles of freedom, democracy, and hope that have shaped the United States since its founding. The coin's edge is also inscribed with the words, E pluribus unum, in God we trust, and the year of minting, which gives it a distinctive look compared to other U.S. coins. At first glance, this coin might seem like just another piece of the presidential dollar coin collection. However, what truly makes it valuable is not just its historical significance or unique design, it's its rarity and condition. As with all coins, the value of the 2008p presidential gold $1 coin depends on a variety of factors, such as how many were minted, how many have survived, and, most importantly, their condition. The U.S. Mint produced millions of these coins, but most of them were quickly released into circulation and spent in everyday transactions. As a result, many of these coins have been worn down over the years. If you're lucky enough to have one in near-perfect, uncirculated condition, that alone can make a significant difference in its value. Coins that have been carefully preserved are far rarer and more sought after by collectors, which drives up their price in the marketplace. But that's not all. Minting errors can also play a crucial role in determining a coin's worth. For example, if a coin was struck off-center or had some sort of double die error, it becomes much more valuable. Minting errors are highly prized by collectors because they make the coin unique. Imagine finding a 2008 presidential gold $1 coin with a rare error. It could fetch a significant amount more than a typical, uncirculated coin. Error coins can range from minor imperfections to major mistakes, but either way, they're a big draw for serious numismatists. So, what exactly is the value of this particular coin? While most coins from the series might not be worth more than their face value, this 2008 presidential gold $1 coin, especially in pristine condition or with a minting error, can be worth far more. If you have one of these coins in perfect condition, or, better yet, an error coin, get ready for a shocking surprise. The value of this rare piece could be as high as $112,000. Yes, you heard that correctly, $112,000 for a single coin. That's a remarkable amount of money for a coin that was originally worth just $1. So, what should you do if you think you have one of these gems in your collection? First, examine the coin carefully. Look for any signs of wear, scratches, or discoloration. If the coin is in excellent condition, it might be worth sending it off to a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC to get an official grade. Grading will provide you with an accurate assessment of the coin's quality and value, and it can help you determine whether or not it's worth selling. But don't just stop there, check for minting errors. These can dramatically increase the value of the coin, especially if you discover something rare. If you find an error coin, be sure to do your research and consult with an expert in numismatics to fully understand its worth. In conclusion, the 2008 presidential gold $1 coin honoring John Quincy Adams is more than just a piece of currency. It's a rare, historical artifact with the potential to be worth an incredible amount of money, especially if it's in uncirculated condition or features a minting error. With its rich design, historical significance, and potential for high value, this coin is a must-have for any serious collector. Third expensive coin, we're going to dive into one of the most fascinating coins in U.S. history, the U.S. presidential gold $1 coin from 2007, honoring the fourth President of the United States, James Madison. This coin not only commemorates an important figure in American history, but it also holds the potential to be worth a small fortune. So, stay tuned, because you're about to discover why this coin might be hiding in your collection, waiting to make you a lot wealthier. The U.S. Mint introduced the Presidential Dollar Coin Series in 2007 to honor the presidents of the United States, beginning with George Washington. The goal was to celebrate and remember the leadership of these great individuals, and what better way to do that than by turning them into pieces of history that could also be collected and treasured by people all over the country. The Presidential Gold $1 coin, 4th President, 2007, featuring James Madison, is one of the more coveted coins in this series, and for good reason. Let's take a quick look at James Madison, the man behind the coin. Serving as the 4th President of the United States from 1809 to 1817, Madison is best known for his role as the father of the Constitution. He was instrumental in drafting the Constitution and the Bill of Rights, laying the foundations for the democratic government we know today. Additionally, he led the country through the War of 1812, a critical moment in American history that further solidified the nation's sovereignty. Madison's contributions to the early republic were truly significant, which is why the U.S. Mint chose to honor him with this stunning coin. The design of the 2007 presidential gold $1 coin is simple yet powerful, reflecting both Madison's legacy and the artistry of U.S. coinage. On the obverse, you'll find a detailed portrait of James Madison, based on a famous portrait of him from his later years. This image captures his dignified and determined personality, reminding us of his contributions to the young United States. Surrounding his image are inscriptions of James Madison, 4th President, and the year of minting, which is 2007. On the reverse side of the coin, we see the classic design that has become synonymous with the Presidential Dollar Coin Series, an image of the Statue of Liberty. This symbol represents freedom, democracy, and the enduring values of the United States. Below the statue, the coin features the inscription E pluribus unum, out of many, one, a motto that has graced U.S. coins for centuries, reinforcing the idea of unity among the diverse states. Now, let's talk about what makes this coin truly valuable. Like many coins, the condition of the coin plays a massive role in its worth. While millions of these coins were minted and circulated, only a small percentage of them remain in uncirculated condition, which makes those pristine specimens much more desirable to collectors. The demand for uncirculated coins from the presidential dollar coin series has only grown over the years, and coins in perfect condition are often highly sought after by numismatists, but that's not the only factor that determines value. As with any collectible coin, rarity is key. Although millions of these coins were minted, the U.S. Mint didn't produce them in large quantities for circulation, which makes finding one in excellent or near perfect condition somewhat rare. Additionally, the 2007 P coin is the first in the series to feature the fourth president, which adds an extra layer of historical significance, and here's something even more exciting: the presence of minting errors can send the value of this coin soaring to new heights. Minting errors, such as double strikes, misprints, or off-center designs, are extremely rare but highly desirable to collectors. If you happen to own a 2007 P presidential gold $1 coin with an error, you could see its value rise significantly above its face value, making it an even more valuable addition to your collection. If you've got one of these coins stashed away, you might be wondering, how much could it be worth today? Well, depending on the condition and any unique features it may have, the value can vary. But here's the exciting part: if your coin is in pristine, uncirculated condition, or, better yet, if it has a minting error, the value could be as high as $170,000. That's right, $170,000 for a single coin, which was originally worth just $1. That kind of value is not something you come across every day. Imagine finding one of these coins tucked away in a coin jar or inherited from a relative. If it's in excellent condition, you could be holding onto a small fortune, and you wouldn't even know it. So, if you have a 2007 P presidential gold $1 coin in your collection, take a moment to inspect it closely. Look for any signs of wear or damage, and check for any minting errors. If you think your coin might be valuable, consider sending it off to a professional coin grading service for an official evaluation. Getting it graded by experts can give you an accurate understanding of its condition and help you determine its true worth. In conclusion, the U.S. presidential gold $1 coin, 4th President, 2007 P, is not just another coin, it's a rare piece of American history. The coin honors James Madison, a president whose influence on the U.S. Constitution and early republic is immeasurable. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or just starting out, this coin should definitely be on your radar. If you happen to find one in pristine condition, or even better, with a minting error, you could be holding a coin worth $170,000. That's an incredible return on what might seem like just another piece of pocket change. Especially, we're diving into a coin that holds both historical significance and incredible value: the U.S. presidential gold $1 coin honoring the 12th President of the United States, Zachary Taylor. Minted in 2009, this coin is not just a tribute to one of America's leaders, it's also a valuable collector's item that could potentially make you a lot of money. Stay tuned as we explore the story behind this coin, its design, and why it might be worth far more than you think. The Presidential Dollar Coin Series was launched by the U.S. Mint in 2007 with the goal of honoring every American president, starting with George Washington. Each coin features the likeness of a different president, and they were issued in the order the president served. By 2009, the Mint was well into the series, and the 12th president, Zachary Taylor, was honored with the release of this beautiful gold coin. Zachary Taylor, who served as the 12th president from 1849 to 1850, is often remembered for his military background and his leadership during the Mexican-American War. Before entering the White House, Taylor was a career military officer who rose to prominence after his decisive victories in battles such as the Battle of Palo Alto and the Battle of Resaca de la Palma. He was known as Old Rough and Ready due to his tough and unpretentious personality, and his military prowess earned him national fame. Taylor's presidency, however, was brief. He died just 16 months into his term, leaving behind a mixed legacy. While his presidency was marked by his firm stance on the expansion of slavery into new territories, his sudden death left much of his political agenda unfulfilled. Despite this, Taylor's legacy lives on in American history, and his likeness was immortalized on this U.S. presidential gold $1 coin. Now, let's talk about the design of the 2009 presidential gold $1 coin. On the obverse, we see a striking image of Zachary Taylor. The design was created by artist Laura Garden Fraser and is based on a famous portrait of Taylor that was commissioned during his lifetime. The portrait exudes strength and dignity, reflecting Taylor's image as a military leader and a man of principle. Surrounding the portrait are the inscriptions, Zachary Taylor, 12th President, and the year of minting, 2009. On the reverse side of the coin, as with the rest of the presidential dollar coin series, we find the iconic image of the Statue of Liberty. This universal symbol of freedom and democracy has appeared on U.S. coinage for many years and continues to represent the enduring values of the United States. Beneath the Statue of Liberty, the inscription, E pluribus unum, reminds us of the unity that binds the nation together. The combination of these two powerful images, Zachary Taylor's portrait and the Statue of Liberty, makes this coin not just a collector's item, but a symbol of American history. It's a tribute to one of the country's leaders and the ideals that shaped the nation. But what makes the 2009 presidential gold $1 coin truly valuable? Like all collectibles, its worth is determined by several factors, with the most important being its condition. While the mint released millions of these coins, they were primarily intended for collectors, and not all were circulated. This means that finding one in uncirculated, near-perfect condition is somewhat rare. Coins that are in pristine condition, free from wear and damage, are more highly sought after by collectors and can command a higher price. Rarity is another important factor when it comes to determining the value of a coin. Although the 2009 coin was produced in large quantities, it was still part of a limited series, and each president only received one coin in the collection. As time passes and fewer coins remain in excellent condition, the value of these coins continues to rise, especially for those who are serious about collecting pieces of U.S. history. Additionally, errors or misprints can significantly increase a coin's value. Sometimes, coins are struck with mistakes, such as double strikes, off-center designs, or even incorrect lettering. These rare errors make the coin one of a kind, and collectors are often willing to pay top dollar for these unique pieces. If you happen to have a 2009 presidential gold $1 coin with a minting error, you could be sitting on a gold mine, literally. Now, let's talk about the value of this coin. Given its historical significance, unique design, and the potential for finding rare errors, this coin has become a highly sought-after collector's item. If you have an uncirculated or error-free 2009 coin in your possession, you could be looking at a value of as much as $120,000. That's right, $120,000 for a single coin that originally had a face value of just $1. It's incredible to think that something so small could carry such immense value. If you're lucky enough to find one of these coins in your collection or while coin hunting, be sure to examine it carefully for any imperfections or unique features that could set it apart from the rest. So, what's the takeaway here? The U.S. presidential gold $1 coin, 12th President, 2009 is more than just a token of American history, it's a valuable collector's item. With its stunning design, connection to Zachary Taylor's legacy, and potential for future appreciation in value, this coin is one that every serious coin collector should have on their radar. Last unique coin, we're diving into a truly exceptional piece of American numismatic history, the U.S. presidential gold $1 coin commemorating the 9th President of the United States, William Henry Harrison. Minted in 2009, this coin is much more than a simple currency, it's a shining tribute to one of America's early leaders. What's even more incredible is how much this coin could be worth today. Stick with us to the end to learn just how much this historical gem might fetch in today's market. The U.S. Mint began issuing the presidential dollar coin series in 2007 as a way to honor every president in American history, in the order they served. With the 9th President, William Henry Harrison, receiving his coin in 2009, this was an important moment in the series. Although his presidency was tragically short, Harrison's legacy has been immortalized on this beautiful coin. He served the shortest term of any U.S. president, holding office for only 31 days before passing away, but his legacy still resonates through history. Born in 1773, William Henry Harrison was a military officer, politician, and diplomat before he ascended to the highest office in the land. Before his brief time in the White House, Harrison had an illustrious military career, including his famous victory in the Battle of Tippecanoe, which earned him the nickname Tippecanoe and helped propel him to national prominence. His campaign slogan, Tippecanoe and Tyler too, remains one of the most memorable political slogans in American history. Despite his short time in office, Harrison's presidency marked a turning point in American politics, symbolizing the beginning of the Whig Party's rise to power. His sudden death from pneumonia led to the first-ever presidential succession crisis in U.S. history, as Vice President John Tyler assumed the presidency, forever changing the way Americans viewed the office. Now, let's take a closer look at the design of the 2009 presidential gold $1 coin, which beautifully captures both Harrison's likeness and the history he represents. On the obverse, we see a striking portrait of President William Henry Harrison, designed by engraver Charles Vickers. The portrait is based on a famous bust of Harrison, conveying both his military bearing and dignified nature. Surrounding the image are the inscriptions, William Henry Harrison, 9th President, and the year of minting, 2009, solidifying his place in history. On the reverse side of the coin, as with all of the presidential dollar coins, we find an image of the Statue of Liberty. This emblematic symbol of American freedom and democracy serves as a reminder of the enduring values that have shaped the nation. Beneath the Statue of Liberty, the words, E pluribus unum, meaning, out of many, one, further emphasize the unity of the United States. What makes the 2009 presidential gold $1 coin so unique is not just the design, but also the materials used in its production. Unlike most coins, which are composed of a mix of metals, this coin is made of a blend of 22-karat gold, making it a true piece of treasure. The weight, feel, and look of this coin give it a certain prestige that makes it stand out among other U.S. currency, but here's where things get really exciting. While this coin was produced in large quantities for collectors, certain factors contribute to its rarity and value. The primary factor, of course, is its condition. Just like any rare collectible, a coin in pristine, uncirculated condition will fetch a higher price than one that's been in circulation and shows signs of wear. Given that the U.S. Mint produced millions of these coins, the ones in flawless condition are becoming harder and harder to find. Collectors who are passionate about history and American presidents are constantly on the lookout for coins like this one in excellent condition. The 2009 coin honors a president who may not have had a long time in office, but his impact on the nation is undeniable. This combination of historical significance and scarcity increases its appeal in the market, making it a valuable item for collectors. Another interesting aspect to consider is the potential for minting errors. Sometimes, during the production process, coins may be struck incorrectly, leading to misprints, off-center strikes, or other unique characteristics. These error coins are often considered highly desirable by collectors, who are willing to pay top dollar for one-of-a-kind pieces. If you happen to find a 2009 coin with a minting error, you could see its value soar far beyond what a standard issue coin would be worth. Now, let's talk numbers. You might be wondering just how much this particular coin is worth today. Well, the value of the 2009 presidential gold $1 coin is truly impressive. Depending on its condition, it can range in value, but a coin that is in excellent, uncirculated condition could easily fetch $100,000. Yes, that's right, $100,000 for a single coin that originally had a face value of just $1. It's truly remarkable how a small coin, representing an important chapter in American history, can hold so much value. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone just starting to learn about numismatics, finding a coin like this can be a game changer for your collection. So, if you've come across a 2009 presidential gold $1 coin in your collection, or if you happen to spot one during your coin hunting adventures, make sure to take a closer look. If it's in pristine condition, you could be holding a valuable piece of American history that's worth $100,000. Thank you for watching this exciting video about the 2009 presidential gold $1 coin, honoring the 9th President of the United States, William Henry Harrison. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more fascinating content about rare and valuable coins, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and ring that notification bell so you never miss out on our future videos. Happy collecting, and who knows, you might be holding on to a coin worth $100,000.